What's up? What the fuck is up, world? Oh, shit. Finna get ready to try to get back in shape. Been slacking on my shit, morning workout time, but yeah, man, just want to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Trying to let you motherfuckers know that I came to a conclusion, and I think I'm gonna get back in the booth for a minute. On some other shit though, cause I got this project. I've been sitting back, man, contemplating in my mind, and I'm like, man, what the fuck? I seen a video. I watch a lot of shit on Instagram. I follow a lot of people, and one thing I love to follow is like producer culture and different things, and just hear different producers' story of how they got in it, what they doing now, how they, you know what I'm saying, their creative thoughts, just, you know, all the shit. And I seen that on producer culture where, you know, they had my nigga SwizzBeatz on there.
Work on their identity.
What you mean?
Meaning, like, you know, without a tag on some of the songs, you won't know what producers is which.
Oh, that's real. Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So, like, that's just something that carried myself, Tim, Pharrell, Dre. Like,
Just Blaze,
Ye. Like, you can hear those beats with no tags on it and know
Primo, yeah,
what it is, right? And so, like, a lot of people, like, they get on me with like my snare. I'm tired of the snare as well, but it's just a part of the signature. And those are certain things that you're doing that people know, like, oh, that's a Swizz beat, whether I'm doing an ad-lib on it or not, right? And I just feel that, you know, your identity is going to carry you way longer than just having a hot song for the moment on that artist. When that artist decides to move away or whatever, like, it's just going to be harder for you to climb that hill. Urge the producers to, like, work on their identity.
Important to not just be a producer that's behind the scenes, but also be in the scene?
Nowadays, you have to. Like, I was always a reserved person. I always got into music to be behind the scenes. That's what I wanted to do. You know, it's like, I feel like Gucci Mane is a star. Let's make him a star. Let me be behind the scenes just bagging him up. But, you know, if you want to continue to be relevant, if you want to continue to, you know, stay popping, I had to learn, like, okay, now you got to come out, you got to do interviews, you got to show up to the clubs, you got to, you know what I mean, you got to put on the mink coat with the jury, you know what I mean, if you want to make some more money in this game, you know, a different type of money. So it was like maybe 2 years ago I had to start DJing, just because that's what all the young producers are doing now. So it's like, and I've kept saying, like, I ain't gonna be no DJ, that ain't what I do, I'm a producer. But then when they started saying, well, this is how much we're gonna pay you to do it, I said, well, no, let me, you know,
I can't, you know what I mean, remember who they was, but it stuck out to me from Swizz because, and they were all talking about this one subject where it was like, the producers nowadays is a little bit different from back in the days. Even though, you know, like back in the days, nobody had a tag on their beats, but people had their signature sound. Like, they would use the certain drums, they would use, like, Swizz says he used a certain snare and some other shit still to this day. So you know it's a SwizzBeatz beat. But he also was saying nowadays it's something to the magnitude like it's so many artists and so many different things going on. The producer also has to do things to make sure that he's known as well. You know what I'm saying? Even though you got your tag on your beat, most producers, like, I mean, Hit Boy, different people, I mean, Hitmaker, he not rhyming no more, but he's definitely in there, influential. When you see his vlogs and his you know, his videos or whatever on the gram or whatever, he's there. You see him being instrumental in helping write the song and, you know, put that shit together, orchestrated. So you know what I'm saying, that shit kind of like inspired me. And I've been saying I don't want to get in the booth no more at all, man. I just don't want to be an artist. And the reason why is not because I don't love this shit, but at first, for a minute, you know what I'm saying, I kind of like lost the love for that shit because, you know, it was just, the game is ill right now. And I mean, you know, I love a lot of the youngsters, everything that's going on right now is very exciting. And I just was like, damn, man, you know, and then my nigga Killer be on me, nigga, you gonna rhyme? I'm like, yo, I don't want to be rhyming, man. I'm older, I want to be behind the scene. But the more that I'm in this shit be like Boogie from New Jack City. This shit be calling me. You know, my creative juices be flowing and the shit be calling me. And yeah, you know, I come up with hooks from time to time when I'm making beats. So then I started thinking, and I was going in, I'm producing. You feel what I'm saying? And then I got this one record that I did a few mixes for my girl, Mickey Shiloh. Shout out to her and all the Hard Drive family. And I did it, but I didn't submit it because the vocals, I was listening to it and I was like, oh, I need to just fix it a little bit. You know, I'm very critical with myself sometimes. When sometime I should just let that shit fly, because to the average ear, man, when that shit is going, it's going. So that's the first record I put in the bucket. I said, I'm gonna do this. And then I started, producing more. I started creating more shit, coming up with ideas and hooks. And I was like, okay, so this is what I wanted to do. So I'm calling this thing the Yellow Project, right? Because for some fucking reason, every fucking thing I've been doing has been yellow. You know what I'm saying? Down to a yellow phone case, a fucking brand new, I got an iPad on the way, it's yellow. I've been wanting yellow shit for some reason. Yellow Crocs, fucking yellow watch. I don't have it on now, but it's just, so I was like, and you know what? And I thought about it and I said, what the fuck can I be manifesting? And I said, it's fucking summertime. So the yellow is representing the sun. A nigga wants to get out here and be outside, and I want to have some shit, you know what I'm saying, a soundtrack to the summer. You know what I'm saying, 2023. Or, you know what I'm saying, for the summers are yet to come. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to put this project together, man. I know a lot of niggas going to be on me like, I told you, Tiana. Nigga, you back in the booth, you saying you wasn't going to, probably going to be juiced, but still. And then Killer definitely going to be like, yeah, nigga, I told you. But it's all good, though. And, I'm going to put this project together, man, and it's just going to be an EP. Got 8 joints for you. And it's gonna be I'm producing everything, and I might drop a bar, a hook, some bars on that motherfucker, maybe a verse, and somebody else might do the 2 verses, or I might do 2 and have a feature. And some of them is just, especially that one track with T Will and Mickey Shiloh, which I just produced, and they did the thing because I did it as a remix. And man, I'm gonna put that shit together and see how it come out. It's one thing about me, man. When I start visualizing some shit, I can't move on from it unless I execute it. If I execute it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't see it as a fail. Some other motherfuckers who count numbers and do all that shit might see it as that way, but me, I don't. You see what I'm saying? So I just look at it like, shit, nigga, I'm getting this shit out of my head. Because I'm riding around every day listening to the tracks. I'm writing to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting shit down because I haven't did it in a second. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a different method for me right now. You know what I mean? I'm even back to where I used to do shit when I was younger, like record shit, because I feel like everything that's going on in this motherfucker up here, I can't remember it all no more. That sounds crazy, but it's real. And then my cousin, man, shout out to my cousin Wally, been beating me down like, man, just lay some shit. You got all the shit, you know what I'm saying? You got the studio, you got everything you need. You know what I'm saying? You doing it on your own, you know what I'm saying? Because back in the days, we had investors and motherfuckers who, you know what I'm saying, had their own labels. Well, I got my own shit. I got all my own shit. I got all the know-how, everything, man, the experience. And he like, man, just do the shit. He like, fuck it, just have fun. And you know what I'm saying? To me, that right there that's what got my juices flowing in my mind. I didn't tell him that shit, because then if I would have told him, then he would have been really pressed for me to do some shit. But yeah, damn, I'm all spraying this shit and shit. But yeah, so you know what I mean? That shit got my juices flowing when he said fun. Because in my mind, in the way that I operate and the way that I do shit, I be feeling like this. And that go for anything in life. Music, whatever it is, man. It's like, man, when the fun is gone out of that shit, and I think that's what happened to a lot of artists, especially older artists that I grew up listening to when that business kicked in. It took away from when a nigga used to be outside and in the hallways and was broke and on a journey of trying to get to where they wanted to go, envisioned themselves and was dreaming. That was the fucking thrill of it. And they didn't realize it until they got signed and got the money and, you know what I'm saying, and had that contract where you had to do X, Y, Z and do it this way, that way, and then you was held back for a certain amount of time. Yeah, motherfuckers got them advances, but you know what I'm saying? Them advances, if you don't know the business, that should have had you stuck for hella long, because you'll get that advance, fuck it off, or do something else with it, and not know that until you fucking make all this money to pay them back and then some. You don't even start getting your money. They recouping first. So, you know, long story short, just when you anything you doing, man, when it ain't fun no more, it's kind of like you don't want to do it. That's the only reason why I still do music. I start producing because that shit was fun to me when I started trying to learn how to do it. It was fun, and it's still fun. So, you know, stay tuned. This shit right here is finna be on a vlog. You're gonna be able to see it, hear some shit, see the journey, and fucking be able to go listen to it, cop it, support however you feel like you need to do it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're just liking something on the gram or wherever I put it. Yeah, feel me? So stay tuned. 50 Drum, the Yellow Project. Yeah. Yo, what the fuck is up? Today is the day, man. You know what I'm saying? 50 Drum about to jump in the motherfucking booth today and make it happen. Y'all stay tuned and get ready, man, for the Yellow Project. Trying to have something out here for the summer. Once again, I told you. You know what I'm saying? When I titled it the Yellow Project, it was because for a minute I was fucking buying and getting every fucking thing yellow. I'm telling you. You know, yellow crotch, yellow, you know, I got a yellow fucking iPad, yellow phone, yellow. Everything was yellow, and I'm like, well, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Even though you know that the color is dope, you know what I mean? Especially on some of the shit that I was getting on, but for the most part, you know, I was thinking of, what am I supposed to be doing spiritually? You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know, that ain't me, but you know, I'm like, okay, and I'm like, okay, the yellow must be fucking representing the sun, nigga. It's representing summer. You feel me? Representing the sun. I just had a son, you know what I'm saying? Every time I have a kid, man, it's more motivation for me. When I had my daughter, man, I had just started, got back in the game and wanted to start producing, man, and doing some other shit. You feel me? And that was motivation for me. I just had my son. So now, you know what I mean? Here I go. I'm back in the booth. I'm just really being creative, man. You feel me? So y'all stay tuned for this shit, man. And rock with me. And we're gonna see what happened, man, for the Yellow Project this summer. Also just got a phone call, you know what I'm saying? That was some big shit for another placement on my cousin Eddie P album that he dropping, one of his other albums. So, man, y'all just stay tuned. The Bay Area, we woke right now, bitch. Yeah. 50 Drum in this motherfucker. Yeah, man, we back at it. Fucking around. It's Red Wall. Getting it in. Yellow Project on the way. Yeah. Hey, I wasn't recording. Money on the floor, gangsta walking on the ceiling. Hey, the way she move, right, left, bust down. Money in the trash bag, enough to buy a bust down. There's a rumble in the jungle, there's a rumble in the jungle, there's a rumble in the jungle, there's a rumble in the jungle. Can you Yellow hear? Project this summer. Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear?